If you're new to the channel, today we're going to explore everything that this small workshop has to offer. If you've been with the channel for some time, you'll recognize a lot of these updates because there are dedicated videos to all of these updates on this channel. Stick around because I think you're going to like what you see. Today on Ricksaw. Starting off, when you first enter the workshop, I have a boom arm that is connected to a rigid shop vac. It has power and air on the boom arm, and I can reach everything throughout my workshop. So I can take this across the workbench overhead. All the cords and hoses don't get in my way. I have a floor sweep as well that I can use, and I can set it up next to anything that I'm working on, pocket holes, drill press. It works very effectively to reach all the spaces in my workshop and is out of my way when I don't need it, okay? This half wall here, I have quite a few things on this half wall, some tools, some knee pads, a couple Craig jigs, my workbench templates, all right? No storage under the table saw yet, but I do want to get that buttoned up. All right, let's move over to the drawer cabinets, modular drawer cabinets. As you walk into the workshop, the next thing you see is these modular cabinets and tool cubbies, all right? I have dedicated videos to the modular cabinets and the tool cubby, all separate. This is a cutout, basically over a staircase for the home, and this cubby has allowed me to basically put all of my modular cabinets up here. I have some storage in the back, and then I also have a shelf up top with the rigid shop vac and dust right separator that connects to the boom arm, okay? These modular cabinets are really great, so I have labeled all of them. I have items for sanding, all my router, different bits and different fasteners as well, drawers for all of my tape, so keeping everything organized in the location that it goes is super helpful. And then fasteners including staples, staple gun, all my brad nails, everything like that. Next, I have the more fasteners. So these are going to be my longer screws and those types of items. Cabinet parts, edge banding, all of that. My belt sanders and planers. So these are my handheld tools, some of the larger ones. And this little nifty thing is my miter sled. This miter sled fits actually in the drawer locations and looks like a typical drawer. There is a cutout for where the blade goes through, but it blends right in. And then when I need it, I can simply grab it, take it over to my table saw. So this next item is inspired by overlanding SUVs and their kitchen setups. What I've designed here is a lightweight, rigid structure that allows me 3 shelf locations for all of my finishing supplies, okay? This is on 2 drawer slides and it effortlessly moves back, comes out. I have my finishing gloves, I have all of my rags, I have some finishing product as well. I also keep my glue out here. I can reach and grab things fairly easy. And then up top above these drawers, I have all of my tool cubbies. All right, these tool cubbies are really great for keeping all of my tools tidy and organized. In a small shop, organization is key, and so those are some things that I need to consider as I think of ideas and I build things. All right, so yeah, tool cubbies up top. I keep all of my tools. You'll see that I'm, likely a DeWalt fan. Just by those are the tools that I went with, and it doesn't really matter what tools you use, right? Over in this corner, I have batteries up top. I have some chargers right here. Everything's powered off of a strip, and then below that, I have my air compressor, and the hoses run along the cabinets, and then underneath the pullout, nothing interferes. And then it just goes behind all of the modular cabinets up to the boom arm and up to the boom arm and then over the boom arm and airs up all of my air hoses and my electrical up here as well. Okay. For the air compressor, I can easily turn that off, adjust everything. It's right there, easily located, centrally located as well. Moving over to this workbench, I have all of my drill press items set up. I have some tools hanging on the wall. I've got 2 French cleat modular panels, all right? And then if you come over here, I have my glue station, some clamps, a respirator, safety glasses. I have some of my magnetic dust collection pieces. I'm redoing my dust collection a little bit after moving the workbench into the center of the room, just because I like that layout a little bit better. And so that's going to be coming. Over here, I have my Harbor Freight Central Machinery 2 horsepower dust collector. This has piping up to the ceiling that is for future expansion, as well as piping along the ledge wall here. This 2 horsepower dust collector has a 5 micron filter bag, and I'm not even halfway full after about 8 months of use. Okay, moving on to the other side of the workbench. I like the centrally located workbench, so that way I can make my way all the way around, okay? The only piece that really gets in the way is my Rockler expandable dust hose. And so that's where the magnetic attachments come into place, where I can magnetize and quickly detach. That way I can have a clear passage to walk through. Okay, I'm working on some improvements, so that's going to be coming. The next piece of this central workbench is, it's really great to make my way around in case I need to work on something on the back side or the front side. I have access to all of the tools. I don't have to walk in only a single direction around a workbench. And you'll notice here that all of my clamps and 2 of my levels are located on this wall here. So I do have a dedicated video on the clamp rack. It's actually a Craig plan that I found. Super helpful and handy and works really well. All of my clamps will fit up there. I don't have a ton of clamps. I don't need a ton of clamps for the work that I do. And I've been playing around with the height of it, seeing if I could fit some other items over here. But for the purposes of how this workshop is laid out, this is working very effectively. So I definitely recommend this clamp rack, all right? Couple things about the Harbor Freight 2 horsepower central machinery dust collector. I will say that the 5 micron doesn't filter a ton of stuff, and so when I turn it on, you can sort of immediately see a puff of wood dust coming out, and that's almost the worst kind of dust for you, right? So I may be looking at some future improvements here, or setting my shop up so that I don't rely on large dust collectors like this. We'll see. Do I want to make it more mobile, or do I want to make it more stationary, right? Right now, the table saw that I'm using is a DeWalt table saw on a rolling stand. It has a 2.5 inch dust port, and so it's been expanded to accommodate the 4 inch, right? A couple different fittings, okay? And I'm using the Rockler Dust Right fittings to be able to expand that dust collection to accommodate the 2 horsepower Harbor Freight dust collector, okay? Next thing you'll notice is there's no storage underneath of my workbench. Still working on building that out, but one thing I like about a centrally located workplace is the ability to have my track saw accessories underneath the workbench, right? So my rails and the foam that I use to protect my workbench. I'm using just rigid foam insulation, the pink stuff, and it allows me to fully support my workpieces while I'm cutting into the foam, okay? I'll just take my material, set it on top of the pink foam, and use my track saw on top of that and not have to worry about cutting into my workbench, okay? It'd be nice to have a dedicated piece or something that folded up to be the same size, but maybe in the future once these deteriorate too much, okay? Okay, so just a few other things that I wanted to show you in the workshop. So over here, I've actually just whipped up some custom tape measure holders, okay? Just a simple 2 pieces of plywood slapped together and something I can put my tape measure on. And then up top here, I have a little cleat. I could put my safety headphones on, okay? All right, let me show you just a few areas up close. The holders for the tape measure. Simple 2 pieces of plywood, 1/4 inch, 3/4 inch, slapped together, screws, glues and screws, a few pins, and then the tape measures just go right on top there. Okay. And then the hearing protection holder, a couple pieces of plywood, holds the hearing protection, the dust collection boom arm, all right, and then up top I have the rigid shop vac and the dust right separator in a 6-gallon bucket. All the tool cubbies, all right, and additional drawers here as well. Okay. Put you into a wide angle view so you can see a look at all of that and how it all works. Interesting fact about these right here, these are actually tool holders from a 5-gallon bucket, okay, and I've repurposed them, and I used to have them on French cleats on a mobile tool cart, took that off and just screwed them to the wall, and they work pretty effective as just additional tool storage that I keep out of the way. So a couple of these 5-gallon buckets, throw them on some French cleats, and you got yourself super simple, like $2.50 each, French cleat tool storage, okay? Now for these drawers here, I have most of them labeled. Anything that doesn't have anything in it is blank, but like chargers, I keep additional items in here, some electrical, some chargers. Okay, here I keep wall hooks and just additional accessories. All my vacuum attachments, all right? Anything that I can attach to that boom arm, and then some electrical cords and air hoses. Down here is just some template storage and additional parts for my modular drawers. So I have all of the drawer fronts in there as well, all of my story sticks, and I like to use story sticks quite a bit. Just makes measuring, less of a thought. Some additional items in there, bungee cords up top. All right, biscuit joiner in there, a few other items. This little neat area here, so just wanted to make additional use of that space. So this is some squares, all right, to keep everything organized. The long tools are sort of hard to store, and so it keeps them right out of the way. Okay, and then a few French cleat panels. Now I may change this in the future and do a 100% dedicated French cleat wall, but we'll see how that looks. Okay, and then working my way around the workbench on this side. Here is the dust collection. You can see, so the wall attachment pieces that I'm using. So the brackets that hold the dust collection to the wall, those are the Dust Right 4-inch. Okay, all the items, all the blue items are from Rockler, and it's their Dust Right line. So blast gates, mounts, wall mounts. Okay, and then I just run my electrical cord down the dust collection. For lighting, what I'm using is 5,000 Kelvin LEDs, and I have them set up in a sort of like a halo with 2 acoustical panels that I built on the channel. Right? And then let me get a top-down view, for YouTube purposes, right?